Okay, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm ready. I have it set up. I have everything set up. Permit me to come to you today. Uh, Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Um, Let me lower this thing. I have this thing in my ear because I'm listening to Spoon FM. So, first of all, let's talk about what are we going to discuss about today. I welcome you guys to my life today. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving this weekend. I know the Thanksgiving, everybody had enough to eat. Everyone enjoyed themselves. Everybody um, went to family. Some people travel. Some people went different places. But by the grace of God, we are all still alive. We all enjoy ourselves. So I thank God. Thank you for that. I thank God. Thank you for keeping us alive, for being with our family and friends. All when we visited our friends, we all had a good day that we celebrated together. So now to the issues. Um, First of all, before I go into my topic, I would like you guys to please send me stars on Facebook. You can send me stars on Facebook. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel on YouTube. My name on YouTube is George C. Tapper on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once you go to YouTube, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is George C. Tapper. Look on YouTube, you'll see George C. Tapper. You can subscribe. And right now it's about 6:22 p.m. on my side, and in Liberia now it's about 2:22 p.m. Now, Liberians, Liberia, I know some of you are sleeping right now. Some of you are in your bed enjoying your sleep. But let's just have a evening conversation. Let us have an evening conversation. Today, I come to you, I come to you with things that I've been seeing, things that I've been reading about, things I've been videos and things I've been watching. And we all thank God, thank you for the elections that went on in Liberia. Liberians have decided to have a leader. Liberia have decided to choose a leader, which is a good thing. But we, as a Liberian that are outside of Liberia and Liberian that are in Liberia, the new coming government, this new coming government in Liberia cannot do all by themselves. They cannot do all by themselves. We, as Liberian, we need to put hands together. Thank you, Nemo. Thank you. Thank you for following. Appreciate that. Yeah. So we are, yeah, we, The new government that is coming in place, they are coming in with a lot of demands. They are coming in with a lot of things that needs to be done. And which of course, I think that these things cannot be done in the twinkle of an eye. No Liberian should sit down and expect that things will happen in 1 year time. No Liberian should expect that. No Liberian should expect that. All we need to do is put our hands together to work along with this new coming government. People that are involved into technology, people that are involved into searches and things, we all are here to keep this new incoming government feet to the fire, no matter who it is. I see people going around talking about Joseph Burger say he will do things in 100 days. He say no car will hitch in the first 100 days. There will be no car stuck in the mud for the first 100 days. Well, it might be true that no car will be stuck. No car will get stuck in the mud for the next 100 days. You okay? Yeah. Okay. No car will get stuck in the mud for the next 100 days. Because why? It's common logic, common sense, right? That if the president elect says there is no car that going to be stuck in the mud during his first 100 days, we in right now Liberia is in dry season, right? Liberia is in dry season. It's not going to be raining. Roads are going to be dry. The president is not going to take power until January 15th. From January 15th up to April 15th, or whenever the rain season starts in Liberia, or whenever the rainy season starts in Liberia, remember, most of the roads and things will be dry. You're not going to get mud and things there. So how is your car going to get stuck? Your car will not get stuck. And furthermore, with that 100 days, there is no those things are all politics. Those things the politician says within my first 100 days, I will get this done, I will get that done, I will get the other thing done. Those are all fly. Those are all things to just get them elected. Okay, thank you. January 22nd. Thank you. So, but you still be in dry season though when he takes power. January 22nd to February 22nd at 1 month. February 22nd to March 22nd at 2 months. March 22nd to April 22nd at 3 months. April, May, 4 months. At that time, that's when you start to get into the real dry rainy season. But within that first 100 days, let us be real. Those are all things that politicians put out there. Even the current president, George Weah, he made promises that in my first 100 days, I will build Bali Island. I will turn it into a twin city. Can anyone show me what George Weah did in his first 100 days that he promised that it was totally completed in his first 100 days? Can anyone tell me about that? That's why the teachers are running around with. Oh, Joseph Barker saying in the first 100 days, he will do this, he will do that. The only thing a president can do in the first 100 days is to put out a lot of executive orders. Executive orders. Those ones are easy. But if you tell the man, say the man will go do things in the first 100 days that he won't build roads, he won't build this. That's why make our roads and things are not developed because 100 days, you're going to get a substandard road. Substandard road. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get a substandard roads. So maybe within our first 100 days, President Barker can get a team where they can go around to do accessibility, to do assessment, to do feasibility studies, look at the roads. If we want standard road, international standard roads, people need to come and look at the soil, look at the type of road, look at the areas that you build roads on. That the road will last for the next 20, 30 years or will last for the next 10, 12, 15 years. Look at the type of quota that you will put on that road. You're not just going to put anything on the road that in 2, 3 years or in 2, 3 months or 4 months, the road starts spoiling. Oh yeah. Joey broke down his house. Somebody said Joey broke down his house on that street the day after the inauguration and start to build. yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. You smart. you smart. But that was for him. That was for him. That was for himself. The 90 days, the 100 days, that for himself because he broke down most of his properties and started building it in 90 days, in 100 days. In 100 days, Joia started building condominiums. But we're talking about things that will be for the Liberian people, things that the Liberian people will benefit. That's what we're talking about. Can those things be done within 100 days? The person may promise, politicians will promise you, oh, I'm going to do this within 100 days, within my first 100 days, because most country, all country around the world grade the leadership on, they grade the president on that they want to see what this man will do in the first 100 days. They will look at the scorecard to see what he will do in the first 100 days. So in doing these things, I don't really believe those things because those are fantasy. In my first 100 days, I will do this. In my first 100 days, I will do that. Those are all scam. I don't believe those things. If you tell me in my first 1 year, I am going to do this for the country, I'm going to do this, then I will say yes. I don't be. It's me. I don't know about other people, but it's me. All right, it's me. I don't believe in our first 100 days scam. I don't believe it. I don't believe that first 100 days scam. So imagine what this government is going to take over. George Weah came to power. He he took power from a government that has set up a base, that has set up a foundation for him to follow. Early 12 years, Ellen Store, her government was corrupt. They had corrupt people in her government. But there was foundation, there were things that were already laid down for we are to follow. There were things that were laid down for we are to follow. There were things that were being built. There were things that were in the process of being built. There were things that were paid for. There were things that were in the process of being paid for that George Weah took over. When George Weah took over, that's why the Liberian people asked him when he said The government, he never met anything in the cover. They asked him to audit the government. Did you audit the government? He did not. He did not. He did not audit the government. Hey, big sis, how are you? I'm good, my big sis. That's my sister from Nigeria. Called Princess Omini Morris. Yeah. So now Joseph Boaga government, Joseph Boaga is going to take over a government that he don't even know what he's going to meet in the cover. George Weah took over from Ellen. Ellen have the Americans and others have forgiven enough debt of Liberia. Most of Liberian debt was forgiven. George Weah came to power, he have increased the debt of Liberia. He have increased the debt. So those are things, there are a lot of things. Boaga is coming into a government where people are demanding that all those cases that have been overlooked, those deaths that have occurred in the country, people that have died, people are depending on Joseph Boaga now to go after those cases, open those cases, find the perpetrators of those cases, bring people to justice. Bring people to justice. So the expectation of this new coming government is too much. It's too much. There are a lot of things that needs to be done. A lot of things needs to be done for this new coming government. A lot of things needs to be done. So this is the reason why. For this reason, there should be there should be the right people put in place for the right positions. And you, as a Liberian, me as a Liberian, living outside of America, living outside of Liberia, those that are living in Liberia, we need to help. We need to put hands together. That these people like Joseph Boaka that are getting beyond Joseph Boaka now for power, people that are looking for power, people that wants to work in this Joseph Boaka government, they need to be careful of who they putting in power. They need to be careful. I'm hearing a lot of name about how Thomas Father wants to be Speaker of the House. That would be one of the wrong thing. For Thomas Father to go be Speaker of Liberian government, Speaker. For Musa Bedete to go be Speaker. Are they crazy? This would be one of the craziest things that Liberian people have ever done to make Thomas Father a Speaker, to make Musa Bedete a Speaker. Not look, let Joseph Boakai put his head in place. Nobody from this government or from the alien government should be put into important places of Liberian government, of this coming government. Nobody. I see, man, that Samuel Kofi will beyond Joe Boakai from Ellington. Kofi Woodham should come back in government. Come on, man. Come on. These people need to be in no place of Liberian politics or near government. Kofi Wu was at public works. The bridge to Waterside during early government, that bridge, when they gave them money to go to fix that bridge, that they had the diagram of that bridge to go in a wire form. That bridge should go to Waterside and go to Randall Street. What happened to it? What happened to that bridge money? What happened to that bridge? What happened to that bridge? You go?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You got Fanati Kofa then want to vie for speakership. Fanati Kofa sat behind Buffer Chimon. He sat in that place. Killings and things going on. Corruption going on. Fanati Kofa did not do anything. He did not do anything. Fanati Kofa, they did not do anything. Then they want to be speaker. If UP sit there and decide to make a sedition speaker of the house, they will regret it. They will regret it. They will regret it of their lives. Because it was the one that the thing the Liberian people got in the ring for. Liberian people got in the ring to vote this man into power, to vote George. We are out of power. And they're bringing y'all into power, and you guys sit there and do nonsense. Y'all will regret it. Y'all will regret it. Y'all tell Thomas Father, y'all made Thomas Father to be Speaker of the House. Your government will never succeed. Y'all made Musa Berete, that crook, that criminal, y'all made him Speaker of the House. It will be the detriment of your government. It will be the detriment of your government if y'all try it. If y'all don't get what to do, y'all should try it. Taking, you see a lot of people coming from any government that now they want power, things they did not do during any time. For the Liberian people that now they running around and they acting like they perfect because they broke their pocket bowl now, so they won't can loan for money. They won't can steal more from the Liberian people. So they all beyond Joe Boaka now to act like it's so perfect. You have to open your eyes. You have to open your eyes. No, I'm not speaking poke derogatory. I'm just telling them they should open their eyes. Because if they don't do it, man, it will be a detriment to a disaster. Let me put it that way. It will be a disaster to their government if they don't open their eyes. If UP sit there and be fighting among themselves, oh, I want the power, I want the other thing, and don't do the better thing for the Liberian people, it will be worse. It will be worse. It will be worse for them. I follow most of the stuff as the list where they put together to say it's a tra- transition list. Transition list. Then they take Kofi Union, they put in there transition list. How you take criminal to go to investigate criminal? Then you say transition list. You take criminal to investigate criminal. How you do that? That Thomas Farade should be vying for speakership. That Musa Belete then should be vying for speakership. Fanati Kofa then should be vying for speakership in Liberia. And you sit here and be making name of it, be making use of it. That those people, you better put your eyes together. Unity Party, you better put your eyes together. This time they run, this time now, that when all of them coming, oh, we want power. Oh, we want this, we want that. Everybody paying money. Everybody bringing the envelope, paying small money for position. Right now, what Liberia needs qualified people. Liberia needs qualified people. You can take a man and put a man to public works, and that man have never sat in an engineering class. That man don't even know the difference between the grade of quota to put on road, to know the type of bridges to build, to know how to maintain the roads. You take that man, you put into public works. You take somebody who don't even sat, who have not even sat in any school. You take that person, you put them to finance ministry. He know nothing about financing. He know nothing about governance. We Liberians, if you put people to position that does not qualify for that position, we will do the background check. We will go after them. Social criminals. Social criminal. I agree with you. Social criminal. Social criminals. Nobody get that country at heart. So from they can talk about, oh, let include a lot of women. Let include, you pull the women in there too. They themselves too. They join the men to be criminal. They all join the women there too. The women will join the men and they all do the criminalness. What is that? Small country, less than 6 million people, less than 5 million people. Our country cannot be developed. What happened? We have all the resources in Liberia. We have gold, we have diamond. Look at Singapore. Singapore. Look at the resources that Singapore have, less than what we even have. But look at Singapore went from being the poorest to one of the richest in the world. Singapore. You think that war also did it? The people did it for they put love of country first to develop Singapore. They put love for country. The resources they have, the small little resources that they have, is what they use today to build their country. Singapore. Why can't we do the same? We have iron ores. We can't even face our own iron. We have rubber. We can't even face our own tires. People can they take the rubbers and things from the country they carry it. Why they can't build the factory in Liberia and produce the product right in Liberia? We have wastelands. We can plant our own food. Huh? We can do all those things. You got speakers, you got senators, they doesn't even stay in their own district. You say you representative for one place, but you living in different place. You say you representative for Sano, but you don't live in Sano. You senator for Grand Bassa, but you don't live there. Those people should be living in the district that every year, every break they go to the people to explain to the people what they have done for them. They're supposed to be doing. If you're a senator, you're a representative, you live in your district. Your work, you are not the one to be there to be building roads, to be building schools and things, but your work is to advocate for the people. Go into the house, you advocate, bring investors. You advocate, you give money to the executive branch. The executive branch takes that money and distributes it to the various ministries, cabinets. That's why the executive branch has a cabinet branch, the cabinets. And all those cabinets have ministers in all those places. So if public works minister is not building roads in your community, in your district, you call that public work minister, you call him for hearing. Why is it we give money for this person for this project and this project is not going on? Why is it the roads are not being maintained? Why is it the bridges are not being maintained? Bridges are falling. Why is it that bridges are not being built? The bridges are not being maintained. The roads, there are a lot of pop holes on the roads. Why is it that these roads are not being maintained? Those are the work of the senators, the representatives. You call them and ask them, why is it that these places are not being maintained? Water and sewer, you call the minister for that. That's why they call oversight. You call them, you ask them for hearing. If they are not performing the duty of the president, you make your complaint to the executive branch. There has to be change. That's one of the things to this government that is coming needs to do. Change. One of the things that George Weah suffered for the whole 6 years. George Weah never made changes in his government. When the Liberian people complain of a person, this person is not performing, this person is not performing, the president keeps them in power. People don't go to work. Ministers don't go to work. President said don't go to work. So how you expect the minister to go to work? Tell me, how you expect minister to go to work? So all of these things need to be addressed. All of these things needs to be addressed. All of these things needs to be addressed. We all love Liberia. We all need to get up. As all Liberians need to get up now. They need to get ready next year when the government comes in power. When they put Mr. Paul to final ministry, go after Mr. Paul. Check Mr. Paul credential. Make sure if Mr. Paul say he graduated from this university, make sure you do your research on Mr. Paul. If Mr. Paul is lying, you bring it out. Our country has to be better. Put country first. Put country first. Don't just sit there and just implode unqualified people. I know our expectations are too much for the new coming government, but we ourselves need to help. We ourselves need to help. The government needs to prioritize things. The government needs to prioritize companies, prioritize agency. That's what the government needs to do. The government one cannot be the larger employer of the country. The government cannot be the largest employer of the country. The government has to prioritize things. Let companies come in. Let companies take over EDC. Let company take over Freeport. Let company comes in to provide job, brings in factories. Government one cannot be the employer. I know we are praying to God for God to help us. Government one cannot do everything. This United States that we in, I never knew. I had to do a research. The coroner is provided. They have three dams in America, three hydros, major hydro. One is in the East Coast, one is in California, and one is around the Midwest here. Those three hydros are the one that supplied currents. It supplied the lines, the high tension line. It supplies it, and then companies like in Fargo here, we have two companies. We have Excess. Excess get their supplies from the government for that lines. Excess don't have a hydro. Excess current we use. The current we use here. Excess don't have a hydro. What they do, they have the goals, that's why they got these substations. They build their station, and then the government has the high tension wire that they running the line. They call that one the high power line. That's where they get the current from and supply the stations. And then what happens? The company will come and take power, take sources from there, and supply it, and say, okay, for this community, I get about 10,000 homes. I have about 10,000 homes to give current to. I have my company. I'm going to set up my company, and this company will take power from the government and then and supplies it. They will take the current and supply it. And then the taxes, the money they get, they paying the government. They paying taxes and things to the government. That's how they doing it. Assets, that's what assets do. Comcare, like you have in Pennsylvania, you have Pico Energy. Pico Energy, they don't have their own down, but Pico create these things that they go around and then they develop their substations. And all these substations that they develop is the one that they use to supply around. Now, what they use to supply, can we do the same thing in Liberia? Yes. Prioritize things in Liberia, prioritize companies, prioritize most of the agency, the government agency. Let those people come out and create jobs for the Liberian people. Government one cannot be the largest employer of Liberia. All those people, they need to come out. Let the government open the doors to investors, open the doors to company, open the doors to investors, let them come in and create jobs for the people. Liberia will be better. But if government says they want to do everything by themselves, it will be hard. That's where the problem will come from. You need your remote?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we need to put our hands around this government. We need to every ideas, whoever get the ideas, whoever got anything, come up with these ideas. Let's help the government. Let's help this old man do better. He cannot do better by himself. We all have to help him out. If we sit here and say we want this old man to do everything by himself, there are people that are behind this old man that are power greed. There are people behind this old man because they think the old man, oh, he's old, he's not going to do this, he's not going to do that. So a lot of people now will get up and start doing all kinds of things. They will start looking for money, start promising people jobs. They're not even doing a background check. They're not doing evaluation on anybody. They're not vetting anybody properly. They will just wake up and say and start giving people job. We don't need this thing in our country. Let us all pray for this government. Pray that this government will work. This government will be a better government by our help. Let us put hands around this government. Let us keep Liberia a place that other African countries will look at. They will say, we love to come to Liberia for vacation. We love to see a better country. Keep Liberia clean. That's one of the things. Keep Liberia clean. If you have your
Yeah.
diet, if you have your diet, try to clean up the country, clean your area, help clean the city, help clean up the city. The city is dirty. Morovia is not Liberia, decentralized Liberia. Take Liberia out into the rural areas, start carrying factories into those different counties so people can work. Let people leave from Morovia. Let people go into those counties. Carry factories. Let people start going there, start living their lives. Decentralize everything. Start making Monrovia to be Liberia. Carry development into the rural parts of Liberia. Let us build our country, Mama Liberia. Let us do let us do the due diligence. Let us vet people that are capable of doing the job that they are appointed to. If you are not a vetted, you cannot serve. If you are not qualified, you cannot serve. Let us start doing the right thing for our country, Mama Liberia. I love you all. You guys have a great day. And thanks for being on here with me. I love you. Peace to all of you. All right. I will come back to you. Thank you.